What's going on YouTube? John here from Bart's Bassin. Got for a review today. This review is going to be over the Izorline XXX Super copolymer fisher line. I got this in a recent tackle warehouse purchase that I made, and I did an unboxing. I upload on YouTube. You can find that video in the description below. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. But I did say I'll do a review on it because I just haven't seen a lot of reviews out there. So I first heard about this from Gene Jensen, Fluke Master, and from on YouTube, and I trust his word, but it's questionable whether or not a lot of these people are promoting it or whatnot. So I figured I'd do an honest opinion on it and tell you pros and cons and dig into it. All right, I'm gonna get all these statistics off this line from Tackle Warehouse. All you can check it out at Tackle Warehouse. I'm just gonna go over it for you. Like I said, this is a copolymer. For those of y'all who don't know what copolymer is, it's basically, in a nutshell, in between a monofilament and fluorocarbon. It still sinks like fluorocarbon, and it sinks more like fluorocarbon. It's softer like monofilament. It's not as clear as fluorocarbon, but it still has the knot strength. At least Izorline, I've noticed, it has knot strength, abrasion resistance. It's very soft. It doesn't have as much stretch as monofilament, but it's not as stiff as fluorocarbon. So that's why I say it's kind of in the middle. It's a happy medium. And the price, you can't beat it. All right, so let's dig into this. I'm gonna try to make this video short. All right. So the Izorline, it comes 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, and 20 pound test. The higher up in test you go, the less line you get on a spool. This is a bulk spool, by the way. So just for example, 6 pound test, you're gonna get 2,150 yards, and all the way down to 20 pound test, you'll get 670 yards of line. And it's all the same price across the board, 17 bucks. All right. Like I said, so I got 12 pound, I got 1,100 yards. That's gonna last me a very long time, very long time. Spending $20 on 200 yards of line isn't fun. So I was happy to find this. All right. Let's go into the diameter. All right, so I'm just gonna go for 12 pound test. It's got a diameter of 0.014 inches or 0.35 millimeters. 8 pound has 0.011 inches or 0.28 millimeters. And then like 15 pound is 0.016 inches or 0.40 millimeters. So it's not as small in diameter as some of the popular lines like Seaguar or Sunline, but it's not a huge difference. Which, when you're looking at fishing line, you can't always look for the pound test. Look at the diameter of that line, because a lot of times you can find a smaller diameter but bigger pound test. So if you can get away with putting 15 pound test on your crankbait rod, and it has a smaller diameter than 12 pound test of another brand, then, why not? So you get more pound test for a smaller diameter, you'll still get that bait where it needs to run. So pay attention to that. All right. Let's see. So those are really statistics. There's not many statistics you can find on fishing line. They do carry braid, but other than that, they're pretty much all copolymer. They carry it in clear and also a smoke color as well. So pros of this line that I've noticed. All right, coming off the reel is super smooth. Tying a knot is a breeze. I don't think you're gonna have to worry about burning line into your knot. I didn't have any of my knots break. I ran this. I put this on my spinning bait rod. And I fish spinnerbaits, chatterbaits, and sometimes light swim jigs on that rod. And I run it through. I fish a lot of cypress trees with root knuckles and laydowns and stuff. And it's very, very abrasion resistant, which that's what I need in fishing line. What else can I say about this stuff? Like I said, very smooth. So far, I haven't noticed any memory in the line, which is great. Now, getting a big spool like this, I would recommend putting a line conditioner on it. just to get the longevity of the line on the spool. You know, because in the off season or over a year, you want this line to last as long as possible. So just putting a line conditioner on there will make it that much better. You know, I sprayed some on the spool all the way around, and I'll do that probably every couple weeks, maybe once a month, not too much. And I also put it on my reels. Let's see. I mean, it's a great line. I mean, the price, the amount of line, it's awesome. You know, I fished copolymer before, the P line C21, and I didn't like it as much. It has way more memory than this does. You know, it's pretty much the same in diameter size, but you know, I felt that it was a very weak line, and I haven't got this out of this. You know, I hooked into a couple decent sized fish with it, and you know, I had zero issues. So one thing that really sucks about this line is, and it's super annoying, is spooling your reel with it. You know, Seaguar, the more higher end lines, when they put those lines on the spool, they put it in rows, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And what that does is it comes off the spool perfectly every time. Well, this, I don't know if you can see this or not. I don't have a fancy camera to zoom in crazy, but it's all over the place, right? It's almost like they just put that to a machine and just feed line onto it, and it's in no specific pattern. So when it's coming off the spool, or coming off the spool to your reel, it gets all over the place, and it starts to come off the spool, and that's so annoying for me. But you know, that's the only negative thing I can find about it, honestly. Other than that, it's a great line. I don't plan on buying another type of line anytime soon. I'll pick up a couple more spools of these just to have 15 pound, and maybe go even down to like a 6 pound for, you know, leaders and whatnot. But yeah, so that's my review on it. The Izorline XXX super copolymer. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If leave a comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, take it easy, tight lines.